don't you feel like gaming is so back? Like this year alone, we have had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is a solid 9 out of 10 game. The first Berserker Kazan, which again, 9 out of 10 game. We got Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which in my opinion is a 10 out of 10 game. And Elden Ring Night Rain is coming soon. Like this year, it's just banger after banger after banger. So, first up, let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This game is just special. Warhorse Studios took everything fans loved about games like Oblivion and Skyrim, and they made their own version of those kinds of open world games with real life inspired combat, a realistic world set in Bohemia with historically accurate architecture. And what makes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stand out is its commitment to immersion. You're not just playing as Henry, you are Henry, a blacksmith's son.
It's magnificent.
Caught in a brutal war. Every choice from stealth to brewing potions feels impactful.
Now, take one handful of sage, get a file, and pour it in. See what you've brewed.
And with 2 million copies sold in just under 2 weeks, it's clear that players are hungry for single-player open-world RPGs that are done right. Done right. Then, we've got the first Berserker Kazan, a hardcore Souls-like from the studio Neopal. Set in the dungeon and fighter universe, this game is all about fast-paced, difficult combat that took the Dark Souls formula and combined the simple level-up system with unique and cool skills. And by the way, every main boss in the first Berserker Kazan was really, really good. And that is something I can't even say about the Souls games. So to me, that is just so impressive. And although there's only 3 weapons to choose from, the skills available make the weapons feel more in-depth and unique. This game is clearly inspired by games like Dark Souls and Sekiro, from the parry system to the skill tree to the basic level up system. But it feels like a new game, and the game is very high quality, and in my opinion, it's one of, if not the best non-From Software Souls-like. Next, we all knew this one was coming. Let's talk about Claire Obscure Expedition 33, a brand new turn-based action RPG from the studio Sandfall Interactive, a studio packed with ex-Ubisoft devs. You know, the company that has not been doing particularly well in recent years, with games like Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws indicating the Ubisoft disaster. But Sandfall Interactive is composed of just 34 core developers, and yet they managed to create one of the best games I have ever played. Expedition 33 has such a unique setting, set in a dark fantasy, Belle Epoque way, with super engaging combat, amazing storytelling, and an iconic soundtrack. And even though turn-based games aren't typically my thing, after playing Expedition 33, this game quickly became one of my favorite games of all time. The game has sold over 2 million copies to date, showing that gamers also feel the same way about this game. And I want you to know that this is what Ubisoft used to be. High quality games for the fans. We're not even done with the year yet. We're still yet to get Elden Ring Night Rain, which I personally am a bit skeptical about this approach from Software. But it's more Elden Ring, so, you know, of course I'm going to play it. And then we've got Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, is a new Souls-like that is set to release this year, which to me seems like a mix of Lords of the Fallen and a hack and slash, where we play as a hot character, which is the most important part, right? Which is something we rarely get anymore. And we're also getting Mafia: The Old Country coming this year, which, based off of the trailers, this game looked really cool. And I played the 3rd game and the 4th game. I really enjoyed 3, and 4 was good. But it had some of the common open world tropes like kill all the enemies, clear the territory, and now the territory becomes yours. Now do it 25 more times. Which to me feels like lame filler content. And I hope that this game takes a different approach to that kind of content. We're also getting Ghost of Yotei, which is a game made by the same devs as Ghost of Tsushima, which is an incredible game. And I know some people are skeptical about this new game due to the protagonist being a female fighter in feudal Japan, and the fact that they spent an entire game building up the character of Jin just to completely erase him in this game. But because Ghost of Tsushima is so good, I personally am at least going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Themselves.
With poison? A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
Now, for years, we have had these mentally ill Karens infect games and change things that literally nobody ever asked for. And this made the quality of games decline due to game devs trying to capitulate to them at every move. And at least for me, recently I have noticed that people are starting to call these Karens out, and game devs are starting to also ignore these Karens and everything that they are trying to enforce into games. And these game devs are starting to make games for fans again, which is what it was always supposed to be about. And because of this, we are starting to see a wave of good games again. And I personally am so glad for this, because I'm so tired of being told that I am wrong because I want a hot character in games, and being told that I am misogynistic, as if only guy gamers want to play as hot characters. Where did this idea that only guys want to play as hot characters come from? Like, what girl plays as... What girl purposely chooses to play as an ugly character? I've never seen one. Where did this come from? I'll tell you where it came from. Tone policing, insecure, Karens. And these people want to tell everybody what we can and cannot like. Well, not no more. Get the fuck out.